Well, hello there and welcome back to the Cozy Club, my friends. My goodness, on a random Thursday, we had a news drop about the raid that is upcoming. We've got a whole lot of details and it has finally been confirmed. We are going to be going up against the 4 Titans against Olympus. Now, there's a lot to break down, but essentially DSA released a news both on Twitter and within the game, and they released a good amount of paragraphs talking about what we can expect from the new raid. So we're going to hop on over to Twitter together, look at the post, break it down, and really digest everything that's going to be coming at us. And it's always great to see this kind of stuff because the more news we're getting like this means the closer and closer we're getting to the actual launch of the raid. Now, as you guys know, we've been speculating this for a while if you're going to go against, the entire Hydra or what's going to be going on, but we're actually going to be going against the 4 Titans themselves, and there's a whole lot to be excited about, guys. Finally, we've got a new raid on our hands. It's been almost a year since the Forbidden Depths, and this is going to just give birth to clubs, content, and a whole lot more for Disney Sorcerer's Arena. So let's go ahead. I want to head on over and let's go check out the Twitter here, guys. As you guys can see, I'll move my camera over to the right. As you guys can see, this was the post that was made as I was working. I was about to stream for the Summoner Showdown and do my attempts live on stream, but this bad boy came out and just kind of deterred my day. Let's go ahead. Let's break it down so you guys can see what we're reading here. Essentially, the massively fearsome Titans begin their assault on DSA very soon. Trademark that, by the way. We have no idea how long, but start preparing your teams now for the epic siege on the Olympus raid. And this is the picture, as you guys saw in the thumbnail, that we're going to be taking a look at. Man, oh man, does this bring the hype? We've got the tornado god, we've got the lava, the frozen, and the stone. I mean, this is as hype as you can get, and this is something I was hoping we could see, as it's the most dramatic event within Disney films, right? And so this is just going to make for such an epic raid. Let's go ahead. I want to check out the details on what this is. They posted this in game, and we're going to read this together and kind of break this down. Put in the comments below your thoughts and kind of what we're thinking, and smash the like button so that others can see that the new raid is on its way soon. Very soon. We don't know what soon is, but we'll see. The next raid approaches, it says. Here we go. That's right, Summoners. The new raid is about to hit like lightning. Bring your strongest characters to defend Mount Olympus from the 4 colossal titans. Those towering terrors bring a challenge of a monstrous proportions. Now, we've already said this before. I'm pretty sure that this raid is going to be just a huge step up from the raid before, but let's continue to read here. The new raid is just around the corner, and it's going to be Titanic. A lot of big words here. I got the Titans, Titanic, nice pun there. Make sure you are continuing to grow your collection, as this raid will challenge you in unique ways and let you approach the raids you know and love with an entirely new twist. Now, as you guys know, we did a video on how to prepare for the Hercules raid. I'll put that up in the top right-hand corner. Go check that out. But from the sound of it, we might want to rework and re-strategize what that video is all about, because it's looking like some things are going to change. Now, let's go ahead and dip on it here. What's coming back? The Forbidden Depths made a great introduction to what you can expect from a raid, and we're going to be bringing back a lot of your favorite features. Now, it says you will still be collecting tickets with your club to challenge bosses. That's nothing new. Teaming up with your allies to wear down each towering titan's persistent health. So what is staying, and they're kind of talking about the familiar, like what is going to be familiar to those that did the Forbidden Death raid. And the big difference that we're going to be doing on this channel this time around is we're going to be doing nothing but the raid content once this bad boy comes out. So what's going to be the same? Persistent health. You're going to be going in with your team, doing as much as you can, and then your whole club is going to see the same health bar depending on the titan that you're fighting. And ultimately, you're going to be defeating them to acquire new loot pieces to start gearing up for the next tier. So just like the last time, guys, if you haven't heard it in the other video, save those raid coins, save those raid tokens, because we don't know if the new gear is going to be inside of there, but it sounds like this is going to be to go ahead and get to gear 9. Heroic mode will return, and your best efforts, it says, will be met with big rewards and thunderous applause from the man himself, Zeus. Now, guys, we've known this is coming. this is no shock, but to see it confirmed is sick. Let's see what else is there. This is what's the same. A lot of mechanics you know, and even the ones you dread will be returning. Not looking forward to that. Let's see what's going to be coming. The Titans will have a deadly arsenal of moves at their disposal. No shock there, and will take down characters with their nasty instant defeats. Now, not crazy to see this return. They're right. I mean, they're dead on with it. We're going to dread it. We're coming. I don't love the instant defeat mechanic. However, there's a lot new coming that I think this is going to bring a lot of excitement. And let me tell you guys, this is going to be difficult. I can already tell you, this is the true in-game content we've been looking for. And the best part is, if you don't know, you're most likely going to be able to run both the Forbidden Depths and then this one at the exact same time. So you're going to be able to get a lot better. Your club's going to have to come together, it looks like. Now, what is new? That's what's coming back. Persistent health, rewards in that magnitude. What is new? So this says right here, guys, don't get too comfortable, because this raid brings a lot of new mechanics to the table. Instead of defeating the bosses in sequential order, so that's like going from Glut to the Eels to Ursula to the ship Ursula, you'll be able to challenge any of the 4 Titans in any order. Now, we speculated on this. We didn't know if it was going to become true. Very cool. Haven't seen anything like this in any raid kind of game, hero or character collector game. Haven't seen anything like this before. There are several mechanics that will change based on the order your club attempts to defeat the Titans. This is awesome. What this means, first and foremost, if there's one Titan that's harder than the other ones, you can skip it and kind of go to that last. What it sounds like, just from that little statement, what this sounds like is when you go against, let's say, the Ice Titan and you kill him, that's only going to make the other ones harder. And depending on what order you fight them in, they're going to get more challenging. So it says on here, there are several mechanics that will change based on the order your club attempts to defeat the Titans, creating room for you to flex your creative muscle. Also, theory craft on how to even beat it. And test the, don't know that word. That's a new one to me, guys. Test the strength of your character roster, the magnitude, the depth of your character roster. Yeah, A+, guys. I did go to high school and college, let me tell you. Go to school, kids. While a lot of the roster diversity that brought characters with mechanics such as strong multi-enemy damage, AoE attacks, restoring health, which was for the poison mechanic, and team-wide cleanses will still be relevant. This is the biggest part of the entire paragraph, because healers... Okay, we'll get to it. The Titans will have a multitude of abilities that highlight previously underutilized mechanics and characters. This is going to be interesting, because every single game that has raids like this, turn meter is so important. Reducing the speed, making sure you can get more hits in, and making sure you can do as much damage while trying to keep your team alive and healthy. This is where things are going to be changing a lot, because here's the difference. It's saying that you're going to be able to use crowd control abilities, otherwise known as CC, sleep, silence, even polymorph against certain opponents. Now, I don't know what this means. I don't see us having the giant ice titan and we just like, boom, turn it into a frog. Not going to happen. I think that these titans are going to summon, minions of some kind of their own that we're going to have to control those before they do a big move. Maybe that's how we can get away from the instant shots or something like that. And then we'll have the main beast itself. I think there's going to be multiple things going on in the battlefield. But let's go ahead and take a look here. So it says you're going to be able to use crowd control. That's very important, and that's going to highlight a lot more characters. We're going to have to see how important that crowd control is. And it says you'll have, and then this is cool, you'll want to have summons in your arsenal in some situations. A, that explains why there's insane summons in the game. B, if you haven't seen it, go check out the summon tier list. We just did a tier list ranking all the summons in the game, or the summonable units. That can't be more important than right now. So summons are going to be important. They already are in the other raid, but they're going to be important in this raid. They wouldn't call it out unless it was. Crowd control abilities. And then it says, finally, since players will be able to experiment with the order they take down the Titans, clubs will be faced with a new challenge. The order you defeat the Titans will play a role in how you progress to the hardest difficulty on your journey to unlock Zeus. So like we said, they're going to play a role, right? Like, this is where things get complicated. We're going to have to see the correct order of killing the Titans and know exactly what's the optimal path. And that's what we're going to do on this channel. Because yes, the top clubs are going to figure it out. We're going to figure out the best ways to go about it. And then my goal, as always, is to help the masses. I want as many people defeating this raid as possible. And there's always a way. There's always a way to get free to play involved heavily in these raids. It's in every single game. We're going to find a way here on the channel. We're excited as you are to see how the new elements will stack up against the community's ever-evolving strategies. Now, hopefully that doesn't mean we're just going to nerf everything you guys come up with. However, I have a lot of hope for this. And this looks Awesome, guys. I mean, I could not be more thrilled that it's the Titans themselves. What a magnitude of a huge raid. Maybe we get the graphical update to come out with it as well. And it's going to be giving a lot more just discussion. Nothing brought the community together more than when the raids come out. And the best part about this is there's going to be so many different ways to achieve this and to get the goal of getting Zeus and finding the optimal path. Now, expect failure. Expect it. It's going to be tough. I have a feeling it's going to be tough, but I could not be more excited for the chance to get into a new raid. And then we know we've got Club Expeditions. We know we've got some big characters lined up as well with Maleficent, Zeus coming out. This is going to be it. This is the chapter we've been waiting for, guys. Let me know down below what your thoughts are. Are you pumped it's the Titans? Were you looking for something else? Are you pumped about the raid? And what videos should we do the most to help prep you guys? I always look at the video suggestions in the comments. Put down below. Guys, thank you so much for checking on in with the Cozy Club. We're going to keep you guys updated with the raid, but big announcement. Had to stop what I was doing and make this video. Thank you guys so much for coming. If you haven't, subscribe for all upcoming raid content. And until next time, stay cozy.